stream, I guess. My game crashed, so just stopped the stream for some whatever reason. Anyway, here we are for continuing round 7 for Tier 5 at the Spa. This will be the future race. We just finished up the sprint race, which had SD, Zelda, and Stefan taking podium spots, and we're going to go with the reverse grid here for the 40-minute feature race, and we're going to get pretty much right into it. So we'll have Munkin here on pole, Lord Hands behind him, and point as well. And away we go. We're only going to have 2 starting on softs here. Everybody else will be on mediums. Those 2 will be Lord Hands and Reese. Pretty even challenging here but we have Schumacher coming in on D-dubs for P9. Schumacher's going to get a bit later break, but D-dubs will take the inside line and much cleaner line there. We have a bunch of guys bunching up here in the midfield. A little bit repetitive, but it's alright. Kane making a move on the inside of Monty, and he'll take the position, but he's also going to lose a bit of traction there, not enough for come back. Cracavelli's going to lose the position to JP and D-dubs and also Reese for honestly not that big of an error, but definitely really bad spot for that error. He's going to drop 3 positions and probably another 4th here to Schumacher, fighting for more and more positions lately. Kane has a bit of trouble, and JP is going to take quite good advantage of that. Kane's still going to be struggling here, and D-dubs coming on the outside. Reese on the inside as well. He's going to take the position from D-dubs. So we have a lot of position changes in the first lap of this race. We have not really been paying too much attention there up front. Point got ahead of Lord Hands, but Lord Hands is going to take the position back. JP taking a dive in on Quackhouse, and that is some great braking right there as he goes into the bus stop. Loses a lot of traction coming into the start-finish straight, or actually not the start-finish straight. It is for GP, but not for 24-hour. Will be on this next straight. So we have Reese challenging D-dubs. D-dubs is going to get the better exit. Lord Hands is going to be challenging JP into Rouge. Over at Ilion and onto the Camel, but JP is going to get a lot more speed coming out of there. Point unfortunately has gotten half a second penalty. Be corner cutting, I think, up uphill S. So that'll give probably JP a good position there, but D-dubs is going to make a bit of contact with Kane at the end of the Camel straight. We remain very bunched up going into the second sector of our second lap. Cracavelli not having a very good race. As he started up front, he was in P5 here, so that's quite unfortunate for him. Got some good results this season. Oh my goodness. Right. Kane's going to take a little bit of grass, and both him and Lord Hands are going wide and basically do the same kind of drift, but Lord Hands is going to take it way more deep and into the wall, as he's going to drop 6 positions or so just off that mistake. quite well up until that point. D-dubs as well. What happened here? Right, so can't go on the grass. He's just gonna take the curb all the way out. He's gonna drop probably to the back on that one. Yeah. SD making his way up the field quite fast. He started from the back. Point's going to keep P3 for the moment. Be quite good for him. And JP is on a good pace, and Munkin really knocking out of the park here with some good time in the clear air. He's really taking advantage of his pole position for this feature. JP's going to have the fastest lap for the moment, but that's probably going to be broken to the next lap or so as we get probably some of the faster guys in the back, some more clear air. Schumacher's got a half a second penalty. Zelda does as well. And we're going to have some more position changes here, I believe. Parkhouse is going to definitely get a penalty off that one as well. Probably second. Ooh, 1.5. Yeah. That is going to hurt. That is going to knock him back again. Zelda with the purple sector 1. So he's going to just keep off of Monty here in P10. Kate has made his way up from P7 and P3, so it's 4 at the moment. It's quite the dark night with a lot of clouds out, so not much help there. But it will get lighter as we get towards the end of this race. 43.5 minutes left. Sorry, 33.5 minutes. 40-minute race. JP's going to start putting a little bit of pressure on Munkin as he's probably going to set another fastest lap. He's really on the hunt for this first place position. Yep, yeah, knocked that down by about 4 tenths. So he's going to put a little bit of too much car onto Munkin, and Munkin's going to drop a couple spots right off the bat. Right out of the gate there, and Kane is, I think, intentionally dropping some time so he doesn't get too close here up on some really, honestly, really fun high-speed sections. And he, I think, strategized that very well as he's gotten perfect drafted to the Camel, and he's going to take first position right off of JP, who just got it himself. Arguably off a bit of contact there on Munkin. He's dropping down to P6. And SC continuing his charge with going all the way from the back up to P4 in only 4 laps. I think it's quite the accomplishment, to be quite honest with you. Reese is now challenging Munkin, who's not enjoying himself at the moment because he is way further back than he really should be, I think. Krakow is going to go a bit wide, and Lord Hens will take nice advantage of that. Still a very long race left, and honestly not too badly spread out through the field at the moment. This SD is going to make another challenge here for P3, which has really put him in a favorite position, I think, as he backed out of that kind of strangely. And Stefan is going to be just absolutely whipping through the field and will take 2 entire positions. What SD was just looking at into P3. That was unbelievable. We have to watch that again. He was so far back. And then SD braked, kind of just letting point through, and Stefan just fully flat out. Nailed the braking point very well at the bus stop, and he's just coasted his way into P3. That is a brilliant overtake. He's already got himself a little bit of space there, as Reese is now introducing himself into the challenge with Point and SD. Point's done very well to keep SD back for as long as he did. So SD is obviously a very good pace. Reese and Point are almost going to go side by side, but Reese is going to back out. It's a safe call. But unfortunately, Munkin's going to take advantage of that because he just got perfect timing up the hill. And Munkin's going to take at least 1, probably 2 positions, as he is just past Point entirely on that turn. Reese is going to go on the outside, Point on the outside of him on the next turn, and they're going to be in contact twice. And with all the fighting, and Turdy's got a 2-second penalty, which I think suggests that he cut going past Rouge. Lord Hans with another second there, and Zelda with a half second as well. Monty going very wide. I don't. That's unfortunate. Zelda backed out, and he's now in front of Schumacher, so. Yeah, just waiting. Oh, Monty. Oh, man. What in the world is going on? So... Monty takes the curb a bit and just can't get off of it to the grass. For some reason, I think he just went slightly to the left and the grass just took him completely. But also we're going to have a lot of chaos. I think we're going to have an incident here with Reese, possibly. So Reese gets on the brakes pretty late. He's really well into that turn. I think there might have been contact there, but I'm not really sure. Which was going to send him to the grass and in a horrible position compared to where he was just then. Just very good driving. JP's got a half-second penalty and Stefan's making a challenge here on Kane. Turdy has 2 seconds to serve, which might put Schumacher in distance of him. Schumacher's going to have a little bit less pressure because of Lord Hans' 1 second penalty. You're only 11 minutes into this race. Zelda letting past Reese and Monty. Because of the incident earlier. Quarkhouse and Crockerbelly are starting to battle, and Quarkhouse is going to take P10 for the moment. He's going to go off the bus stop. Esty looking like, oh yeah, that penalty is right. So Esty's going to finally take his P3, which I think he's been fighting for quite a while. JP is just going to break way too late. And I think that's going to send Munkin in a little bit disarray. JP's going to get the better exit, and Point's struggling a little bit there in P6, just riding the curb. Schumacher putting a little pressure on Pretty. Seven's got a half-second penalty now, and that's going to hurt him a bit. Looks like Munkin on JP. JP has a slight advantage, and Munkin's not going to take the hill very well. He's going to lose a bunch of time there. So JP will be safe for the moment. Esty with half a second, over 6/10. Excuse me. Purple for sector 1. See if he can keep that pace up. I think he's really got more to unleash here. Still have a good bit of time left on these medium tires. He's showing that he has not been able to really set his quickest lap point yet. So he did set a 2:18.1 in quali, so a lot more time left there. Steffen's really trying to get past Kane to minimize the damage from his really big penalty. Not going to quite be able to pull it off. I think the pressure from Esty is not helping that much at all. What? Oh, goodness. Well, there's contact there. They should have been ghosted. Esty's going to take P2. Steffen's going to drop back probably about 2 seconds into P3. That is a 1.5 second penalty. Is going to make you lose about 2 seconds. If not a little bit more. JP's going to start getting the chase down on Steffen for that final podium position. I think Lordhand's doing an alright job here at P9. He was one of 2 to start on softs. He's starting from... Oh, I spoke too soon. I'm sorry. Was doing quite well. And yeah, looks like the softs are just degrading a bit more than you would like. We're going to about sprint distance at the moment, so... Might be pitting here a little bit. Our other one to start on softs was Reese, but he's had a few incidents, so it's unfortunately P12. So we're just going to have a battle of the mediums up front here. See who will get their tire strategy right. Steffen's still got his emergency flashing lights on. Kane's been managing pretty decently up in first, and he's not had as much pace as the 2 drivers behind him. But to keep it up this long is quite good. He was starting from GT7. Took some good advantage of the early incidents. And for the moment, he's keeping SD just behind him, which is all that matters. JP, I think, is starting to catch up to the front pack a little bit. Stefan's having the best pace at the moment of the group. Turdy's going to challenge Point here, who's got himself a half second. It's probably his third penalty of the race so far. Turdy's got a good bit of distance here between him and fourth, JP in fourth, so Schumacher's also getting it on points position there, so it looks like Schumacher's going to take P6 off of him. Maybe yellow flag. Oh no. Oh mate. Just messed up the braking a little bit, and SD was already on him, which... Oh jeez. Should have got off that so early. He's just gonna, looks like he's just gonna brake a little bit better into this turn. Kind of think I'll brake himself a little bit, being cautious of SD. Knows his pace. And SD gets a little bit of a tap, and it looks like a really big incident between the two. Gonna shake this race up quite a bit. Just trying to keep it on track there, and everyone kind of goes places. Stefan's going to take the best advantage of that, as Reese apparently is coming out of pits at the moment. Take one last look at this. There's just a little bit of contact being made there, and the no ghosting, so Kane's going to drop some positions. Esti's all the way turned around in the sand as well. And Turdy's going to come and take the position as even Schumacher was going to show a really good pace during the race. Sure, I'm not sitting on my cat. So JP's challenging Stefan up here at first. Stefan still flashing his lights. Quite an easy thing to forget when you're in quite a challenging race such as this. Schumacher making a little bit of contact on Turdy. Still keeping the challenge on. Zesti's got to climb back up from 6th. So he was really making a good challenge. He still has the pace to definitely finish in a podium position. Not quite halfway through this race. He is definitely close enough to make that challenge. So Reese will be the first to pit. Yeah, because Lord Hands is still on his original softs. Crocodile really struggling here in the back. Very good. Cat is like, what are you doing? You're good? You gonna throw up? Don't throw up, please. Good one. Sorry, a little distracted. He was definitely going to throw up or something. Oh, we have a bunch of people bidding. Phenomenal. Cool. So, obviously none of these top guys are pitting at the moment. We're going to have D-dubs going in. Quackhouse as well. Both be pitting off their mediums, and they're going to go about half the distance of the race here. Lord Hands is going to go off in softs, and switch to mediums. Can't scare me, man. Schumacher's picked up the second penalty. As Munkin here is definitely got some speed on point through the Kimmel. And will take 7th position pretty easily. The only one at the moment is really should be concerned about tire wear is Kane. Maybe fuel for Stefan. SD as well with fuel. His tire wear is doing really well. The penalty is going to hurt him a bit. Shoot back at P5, which is really great to see. Stefan's going to go in, be the first of the front pack to pit off his mediums. JP's going to continue on. Stefan probably had a lap or 2 left there. Kane and Turdy are also going to come into pit. And that'll make our current lead JP, Schumacher, and SD. Zelda's also going to come into pits. So we're almost, we're about 3/4 of the way through with our pit stops. Stefan, who's up front, will give us a good marker of where everybody is sitting at for the moment. It does look like JP has got quite a good lead. We'll see how the outlaps go. Stefan's coming out of pits now, and this is a really long pit lane. Take a good bit of time out of your sails, but going to drop to 7th position. I think JP's starting to suffer a bit of traction loss, so would not be surprised to see him pit down to this lap. SD will be coming into pit. He has no option with his fuel. Unfortunately, Stefan's going to take too much curb there. That is not what he's looking for on his outlap. Which is going to be really crucial for whenever JP decides to pit. So he's decided to take another lap. He's had a very consistent last few laps. SD's going to come into pit, and so is Munkin, and Point, and Monty. I think that's going to be it outside of our lead 2. Bit of distance there from JP and Schumacher, but we'll see how the field comes out. It's SD, who is just getting in to get his tires changed. looks like Stefan, yeah, he's going to be pretty solid third position here. Struggled a little bit on that out lap, but as he gets those tires warmed up, he's got some dangerous pace in there. So Schumacher is going to land somewhere in the middle of the field after he decides to pit on this lap. And JP's also going to be pitting here. So they're both running out of fuel. So that's going to give him a nice 14 minutes or so on a pair of softs, set of softs. JP has put in a blue personal best through sector 2, which is pretty insane. Just really consistent pace here. He's not quite the fastest on track. Off by a little bit there, but this might be just for tire management. He's really put himself into a great position. Probably should check down and see what we have brewing here. Yep, JP comes to pit. And we'll have to see how much that little error on Stefan's outlap hurt him here. Turdy's starting to put a little challenge here on Kane. Clockhouse is a half second. And that'll put Munkin into target distance. But he also has Zelda right behind him, so we might see ourselves some good action here. Monty also at the half second. Schumacher's just coming in to stop. It's incredible how long this is. Stefan looks like he's gonna have. Oh, we might have a little bit of a challenge on our hands. Stefan's gonna be a little out in front. JP is also coming up the hill. Oh, they're gonna be quite close to each other. Yeah, so Stefan's gonna take P1 for the moment, but JP is very close behind. Might need to wake those tires up a little bit, so I wouldn't expect too early of a challenge, but we have 12 and a half minutes left in this race. Good few laps, but we'll have to see. JP was very steady and consistent on those medium tires. Now it's going to be about putting out the absolute fastest laps he's able to. He's going to have plenty of tire life in those. Stefan's already chipping out his just a little bit. Turdy getting ever so closer on Kane, who's just really pushing it at the moment. So we're starting to see a little bit of daylight coming into the track. This will be ending this race a little bit after sunrise. Who's had quite a rough race so far, unfortunate one, I think. He's still. Oh, Kane's gonna lose it up there, and Turdy's running pretty smoothly, and Kane just cannot keep it. His four wheels straight, flying all over the place. So I think that shows just how much he's pushing at the moment, just to keep pace. Esti's gonna have a shot at him as well, as he's just falling out of a podium spot. And Turdy's looking at adding on to his 2 second place positions, and he's not finished third this season. Roughly the same distance there up front with our front 2. contact at the start of the Camel, and Monty's gonna take lead here on D-dubs. Very nice purple sector one. Losing a little bit of traction, a little too early on the throttle. Quackhouse has got himself a 1 second penalty. This Monken's gonna take a little bit too much curve, and hopefully he doesn't give himself a penalty as well. Stefan's really looking solid for winning this race. Which will be his fourth win of the season. And I think we'll be wrapping up a pretty good points haul for the day. It is look for the Drivers' Championship. Schumacher's struggling a little bit, but still I think he's going to be quite happy if he can keep his 5th position. He's going to be having to fight to take it back from Zelda here to end this race, but I think he's still has a chance at it. Both of our Peugeots are fortunately struggling a little bit. Stefan's gonna put in the fastest lap of the race, 2 minute 18.4, which is only 0.3 off of quality pole position, which was set by Zelda. Possibly, yeah, Frack says his JP got his headlights mapped. So I think it's the high beams, I think. So sometimes I think there's a thing where, like, if you get to like a pretty large contact incident, like hit another car or something, what do you do, like a heavy braking zone, go into a heavy braking zone, I think it flashes the lights for some reason, I don't know. It's hard to tell now with the all the light. We've gone into morning time here at Spa. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Just messing. Brock says. Starting to get into the final stretches of this race. Reese battling Lord Hands here for P13, putting up a personal best on his first 2 sectors. Stefan losing about 2 seconds there on his last lap. Fortunately for him, not really losing any time to JP. So that will stay about the same for the moment. SD here with 30, about a little over a second behind him, or half a second behind him. Oh no. Yeah, that's going to be the end of that challenge for Turdy, unfortunately. He's going to drop his position, losing it completely into the grass. So just about to comment on his tire wear, and I think it's just got to him a bit. Kane, who's been pushing a lot in this race, is struggling a good bit more than Turdy is. So I think if Turdy's just hold it on track, then should be able to lock up 5th there. Some lag spikes. Luckily, inconsequential for Zelda, but looks like it's definitely affecting me a little bit because I'm just watching his throttle and seems to be slowing down a bit just to make sure he doesn't fly off track accidentally. Turdy coming in on Kane. I think Turdy lost the position there a second ago. Schumacher right behind him as well in P7. The other one getting a good exit there would be Schumacher. I think Monty not too badly off behind him as well. Schumacher's going to take 6 for the second. Turdy's going to have a lot of time here to not even have to draft. Oh, they're going to be he's going to have to draft behind Schumacher for the challenge. But unfortunately, he's got a half second. Monty's just going to flying in. Going to take 2 positions there. And take P6 from Schumacher, ultimately, and Schumacher's going to drop another position, it looks like. Turdy's just done a slightly better job breaking into that chicane. But he's going to take the position right back from him. He gets a very good exit there. Kane's going to be continuing to struggle on that tire wear for the last... But probably 2 more laps left in this race. Possibly, actually. Well, I think for a couple of 2 more laps for most of the field, it'll just be the lap following this one. So Essie's putting in purple sectors. Looking to take away that point from Monty, P6, who is looking down his teammate. Kane is just really struggling there, I think, a little bit. They're on the same car, but very different story on tire wear for each one. Monty's definitely got the advantage. Especially posting a fastest lap so late into the race. It's actually only 10th and a half off of the fastest lap in quali. Schumacher's also not too far behind him. A little bit of fighting there, a little incident, dropping a little bit more time than he would have wanted. Zelda's gonna be hoping he doesn't have to. There's only a minute left, so this will be the last lap for everybody? Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna submit our final lap. If I did the math right. It's not very reliable, in fairness. So it looks like our top 3 will stay just there. Monty coming in on Kane, but going a bit wide as he's making a little bit of contact with his teammate there, and Schumacher's gonna be flying in to take the position. It's just an unfortunate ending there for Monty. He's going to be looking to stave off Turdy, who I think would have wanted a bit better of a race. Please overfueled a bit. Yeah, Turdy's going to take that position. Monty's just really struggling at the moment, which is surprising because I really thought Kane Kane with tire wear struggling a bit more. But I guess on the plus side, he will be likely taking home that fastest lap point. Steffan's going to have a half-second penalty, but it is not going to matter. Yeah, that penalty will double up because it's not served at the end of the race. So we'll finish up as a 1 second penalty, but Stefan will win the future race here at Spa. And will be followed by JP in P2. Zelda's going to come in P3. Tiny bit of fuel left. With SD also with a half-second penalty. Don't think that's going to quite matter as well. Yeah, it's going to be a little too far back for Kane. Take advantage of that one. And Schumacher at P6. Monty's going to have a half second as well. We were really racking up penalties here late for P7. And I think he should. D-Dub's also had a half second penalty. Interesting. Munkin P10, Quackhouse P11. Point will finish up P12. We still have a little bit of a race here on our hands with Reese and Lord Hands. We have a lot of tires screaming at the moment. It was a little bit off track, and he will get a penalty off that. Even so, this position change won't matter if it even happens. So Lord Hands in P13, Reese in P14, and Rockavelli finished P15 with Monty in fastest lap. So Steffens there has gotten his 4th win of the season, and that'll be his 9th podium. And he will take a even greater lead, I believe. Oh no, SD got the finish. Yeah, he's gonna take some more points home this week than SD because you get more points in the future race. So actually, I will check the point score. Pre-stewards, obviously, we definitely had a few incidents, so hopefully, well, we're not going to see any updates on that at the moment because I don't have that. Standing list. My cat is woken up, staring at the TV. Lovely. So, we are going to keep our top 3 at the moment, but we've actually got a little further in the standings for everybody. So we still have a fight for first place in the Drivers' Championship between Stefan and SD. And SD's going to be 27 points back in P2. D-Dubs will be 47 points behind that, so 74 points on the lead. And unfortunately, in one round, that's not quite enough with what's remaining. But this also means that the Toyota FT1 team has won the Constructors Championship. So congratulations to them. Very, very well done this season. That would be between Stefan and Turdy. They both have had great results. So we have in P4, we'll have Doslayer, who's actually Zelda, who finished P3 here in the feature today. He's going to be 2 points back on D-Dubs. In well, these numbers are all messed up now. In P5, we have JP. So actually, he's up from P7 from last week in the drivers, so he's going to take a spot from Turdy and Reese there, off of some a very, very strong P2 today in the future. That's just how much that matters as well. The points difference there in the future race. And he's going to be 26 points back on Zelda. And in P6, we have Turdy, who's 1 point back on JP. Reese in P7, and he'll be 8 points back. Monty in P8, he'll be 5 points back. So we do have a lot of positions to be claimed here in our final round, for sure. Quackhouse in P9, a little bit more of that of a gap there as well, 13 points. Lego, or it's also Kane, in P10. Schumacher in P12, I think. Krakovelli in P13, Munkin in P14, Lord Hands in P15. And who else raced today? Point will be I think it's P18. All the numbers in the position columns are all juggled up, so it's kind of hard to tell at the moment. Anyway, we still have to fight for P2 in the Constructors' Championship as the Team Supra. They are only 12 points up on Team Peugeot, so they've taken second place, that position this week. So we have 52 more points on offer, I think, 53. Next week in our final round, which will be at Lago Maggiore, the East circuit. So look forward to having you all there next week for that, and thank you for joining me here today. It was a really great race, and looking forward to next time. See you guys soon.